Let's get weird, buddy. Let's get weird.
Guys, where are we?
Well, if there's a bright center to the universe, you're on the planet that it's farthest from.
Welcome to the Outer Rim. Enjoy your stay.
Here come the heroes to save the world from destruction. They are X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun. And guess what we're doing? We're back. We swung all the way back around again, like we always do. And we're talking comics. And more specifically, we're back to talking about Wolverine comics. I'm going to be continuing the Wolverine solo series and a bunch of other stuff as well. But I was like kind of mad because I just couldn't get anything more done comic wise this year. I'd done a lot of Wolverine stuff, a lot of Gambit stuff, X-Men stuff in 2024. But because it was the year of the bub, man, I was like really trying to get to everything I could, and then just stuff happens, life happens, anxiety happens, the world starts to feel like it's crumbling under your feet, the old that old chestnut. So as I've been feeling more motivated, feeling more energized and jazzed up to just talk about the stuff I love again. By the way, if you like what we do on the channel, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I always throw it in there randomly, it's like a secondary thought to promote the actual channel that I do. But there it is. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, because we talk movies, TV, games, everything, and a lot of world and life issues. This show. If you're new to this channel, let's just do it. If you're new to this channel, I talk about anything and everything under the sun. I get personal, so get ready for a lot of different stuff on here. Anyway, but today we're talking about something that I really like. I was like, what do I start with? What do I go back to? And the book, I started grabbing stuff like ready to go, like, okay, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. But when I looked at the books that I was grabbing, the one that popped out the most, the one that I've been talking to one of my friends about, the one I've been praising about, like, what a fucking great story it is. It's Benjamin Percy's Predator versus Wolverine. Now, when I heard about this, I mean, I'm a huge Benjamin Percy fan. I did not know him, though, before he took on Wolverine back in 2019, late 2019, when the dawn of X started, the Hulk or Cohen age started, and he was working on Wolverine and X-Force for that age. He did the entire run of Wolverine, 50 issues of that, 50 issues of X-Force, and he did some other crossover stuff with Ghost Rider as well. He did X Lives of Wolverine and Deaths of Wolverine. This guy knows Wolverine. I've read tons of Wolverine comics, and I love the Claremont era, man. I really do. But Percy I had the privilege of meeting him multiple times at C2E2 right before COVID. It was crazy. It was like March of late February of 2020. Marvel was rolling everybody out for the Krakoan age at C2E2, and I got to meet all the heavy hitters, but the one I kept coming back to was Ben Percy. And at one point, when we were going through the line of all the big Marvel writers and artists that were presenting there, I went past Percy. He's just like, 3 times I think I saw you. I really wanted to interview him because it's just I look at the dude and because he's writing Wolverine and he's writing Wolverine so well, I'm gushing. I'm just like, you're the reason he's cool right now. You're the reason why I'm loving this book right now, man. I want to interview you like so bad to talk about like your love of Wolverine and other adjacent things that he's really good at. He's been good at doing Ghost Rider. Um and So he's been just nothing but a boon to Wolverine fans, in my opinion. He also had done the best Deadpool the Deadpool that Percy was writing in X Force and Wolverine was the best Wolverine Deadpool. He better than his own comics. All right, and it's just like he gets a lot of these characters so much that it's just refreshing to just not that other people don't write these characters fine. It's just when you get somebody who really gets it and hits that mark, it's just the sweet spot chef's kiss, man. Mwah. That's why I'm also going to be talking about Deadpool Wolverine, his book that he's doing. That's I as of right now, it's coming next in a few days. Hopefully by next, probably a week from now, I'll be getting it. We'll be talking about Ben Percy's Deadpool Wolverine book, as well. I might be doing like once a month comic book discussions as far as like what I've got and what I picked up for the month because I'm real low on what I get anymore. But anyway, all the Ben Percy love aside, all that stuff. The first time I heard about Predator versus Wolverine, though, I'm like, movie, this is Disney, Marvel. What do we do with these properties? Let's have them fight our characters, and it's just like, because I read some of the early Alien books and I liked the first couple. Then I just kind of fell out because I was like, yeah, it's more Alien stuff. And to me, I just it's the same thing with like Alien Romulus and Alien Resurrection and other ones that I like. And I really like like a lot of that stuff, but it's just kind of entertaining. I don't devote my whole life to the love of the Alien franchise. Same thing with the Predator, man. Predator's awesome, but I don't live and die by it, and I'm just kind of when I see these things, I'm like, you know. And I didn't even get cover A. I grabbed the Scotty Young cover because I thought it was just so much fun. So I wasn't taking it very seriously. And then I read the goddamn thing. This is one of the best Wolverine stories I've read in forever. And it gives you everything you want. It's like it really hits a lot of moments of like, are you a fan of Wolverine's like beginnings? You're gonna have that here. Do you like the days when he was with, Sabretooth and Maverick and they're running through the jungle and shit? Like all those unknown years. We got that for you. We have him in the present day doing Wolverine stuff that's present day. We do. We have present day story. And then what connects all of them is the fact that there's a predator hunting Wolverine throughout like a couple of 100 years. And the way they tell the story and the way that Benjamin Percy, he's writing the whole thing, but how we've got different artists for different eras and all of them bring something awesome. These are all good artists because you have Ken Lashley, his art for and we're going to be showing the whole book off. So if you're wondering why it's just me talking right now, that's why. But like I opened this book up and I'm looking at Ken Lashley's art for Wolverine, and I'm just like, okay, I'm here. I'm in it. If this is all it, like if the whole book was like this, great, grand. But then we cut over to when he's young in the book, and it's Greg Land. I love Greg Land. He's very good for action. And that's what we get in this. And then when we're doing the story for the more recent past with it says we're not quite sure when this is, some years later, right? Is the whole Team X group going through the jungle. Another thing about this book is it does play it kind of safe. Part of this does feel like you're reading the Wolverine version of Prey, the awesome Predator movie, the hiding in plain sight Predator movie where oh man, I can't remember her name. She was from Legion, and it's gonna be like bothering me like crazy. Hang on, we're gonna like I can pause this now on StreamYard. Thanks for the pause button, StreamYard. Just as I hit pause, I went Amber Mid Thunder. The movie with Amber Mid Thunder. It felt like, a little bit like that. The Jungle Story with Sabretooth feels very much like it's an homage to Predator, like the first Predator. I'm fine with it. I don't give a shit. All right. If you can't if that bothers anybody, just get over it. It's like it's a what if, it's a multiverse, it's a what, a who's a what's that like movie that guy does that in? I don't know. I'll probably put the gif up here or something. Anyway, it's a who's it, it's a what's it, it's a woozle. And then you have Andrea DeVito doing that art for the jungle parts, and I'm like, all this is hitting. This is a banger freaking book. But then you go, okay, like Percy, you got the good artist. Are you writing a good story? And I just love it because it is telling it over time, where I can see it. I can see an animated movie. I can see a live action movie. Okay, I can see. But with the way movies take forever to get made, like, you know what I mean? Just animate the fucker or something. I don't know. I don't care. Get it done. Figure out how to make this into something big. You'll make $1 billion. Just follow the script that's in my hand right now of Predator versus Wolverine #1, which is what we're going to be getting into. Because it's just, you got that whole beginning kind of story with, like you're going to get like, usually it'd be like 24 hours earlier. Take it back. Let's see if it's 2025, like take it back 225 years. That's what it'd be like. is you got Wolverine like in dire distress, and he's being hunted. He's going into his inner monologue, talking about like how he remembers like how long ago this happened. Cut to when he's young. We get to see a very young James Howlett living in Alaska, and how that ties to the Predator. And clearly he survived this because there was a present story to be told. Eventually we jump to the jungle stuff at the very end, going, the repercussions of what happened when I was young is now haunting me in my future. So, like, without further freaking ado, let's get to talking and showing everything that is awesome about Predator versus Wolverine #1 by Benjamin Percy, Ken Lashley, Greg Land, Andrea DeVito. Let's go. All right, so here we go with Predator versus Wolverine #1. Here's the cover A. Now, I got the Scotty Young one. I'll put that up here somewhere next to this so you can see what that looks like. I really liked it. But after I got to reading more of this, I was like, why don't I have cover A to this book? I don't know. Here's a advertisement for Ed Brisson's Predator, which I don't think I read. Variant cover. Predator versus Wolverine. Okay. So it talks about here about how the Yautja, they've been coming here forever, blah, 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 advanced society. But I also want to acknowledge that all of this, man, look at this. Benjamin Percy, Ken Lashley, Greg Glenn, Jay Liston, Andrea DeVito, Hayden Sherman, Kai Zama, Gavin Guidry. I've gotten really bad with saying names lately. Here we go. Canada, present day. They say I'm the best there is. But I sure as fuck don't feel that way. Not now. Now that I'm the hunted. Just great art. Now that I'm the prey. Whoosh! Choom! Whoosh! Rock and splintered wood shrapnel my skin. Whoosh! Deep cuts, plasma burns. I'm a leaking bag of blood. That makes me slow to run and easy to track. When I come to the cliff, every nerve in my body is firing a red alert. Way down below is a river. But right behind me comes a watery ripple. Stink! As his own cloaking device powers down. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about here was like the obvious, like, I didn't think about this when the idea even came up, was like the blade. The blades that pop out. I always was like, dude, they're like Wolverine's blades. Now, one of the things that we're gonna get to is like, did these guys get the idea from, like, are they retconning this? We'll see. Because this is the end of a long, long trail, one that has spanned time and distance. And in these final moments of the hunt, he wants to be seen. He wants us to face each other, to recognize each other as predator and prey when he rips out my spine. Alaska Territory, circa 1900. At 40 below, it took as much time for water to freeze as it took me to raid a beaver lodge. Never understood the point of traps, because I was never good at the whole patience thing. I could fetch $1 per hide back then, which I suppose translates to about 100 today. Never cared much about the money. Only took as much as I needed to survive, and this was the kind of work I preferred. Lonesome work, woods work, work that don't make you think too hard. And if killing was part of it, I was particularly good at that. This Northern Territory was a lawless frontier. You were on your own. That suited me fine. I never worried too much about the sub-zero winds or avalanches, the pissed-off moose, the charging grizzlies. It's people who concerned me. People's why I use this cave as my safe. This was the edge of the map, and that's where folks go to escape trouble and make more. They always wanted something. Money, land, sex, power, and they'd kill to get it. Alaska might have 1,000 ways to kill you, but murder was at the top of the list. I'd rather stay away from their messy hunger. Not out of fear, but annoyance and exhaustion. Because anybody who came after me was going to end up dead. So just nice little entrance here. Where am I? What's this? Dun, dun, dun! It's me! No, but I was wondering, I can't remember how Prey ended. Is this... I know that they're just saying that they've, here's a predator here in the ice, blah, 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 but could it be? I don't know. He's probably flash frozen from the Ice Age or something. I don't know. They also did... I don't know. Hey, he borrowed this from me. He never gave it back. I could smell a storm coming, so I headed into the outpost called Scar, deep in native Athabascan country. It was mostly populated by loggers, trappers, miners, and the few women inclined to foul. I avoided it except when I needed money or supplies. Or a drink. There he is now. He's the one you're looking for. If you want someone crazy enough for the job you're talking about, especially with a blizzard on the way. What'll it be then? You know what I want, Nan. This one's on me. The next one too? How about? He's just gonna keep at it, so you know. If that's the case, then how about the bottle? We'll share it. Now hold on, I only want a moment of your time. You'd be smart to stay clear of me. And why is that? Because things are about to get ugly. Assuming he makes it through the storm, trade representatives should be here tomorrow. But this one already knows that. This one's always got a big pile of somethings to sell. Where do you keep all your treasures, little man? There's us that wants to know. Trouble always had a way of finding me. And at one point or another, I had broken the bones of just about every man in Scar. I don't know if they wanted to see if they could beat me, or if part of them wanted to be punished. Ah! I tried not to pop the claws in those days. Last thing I wanted was more hateful attention. That's fucking great. Dude's just like blasting away with glass in his eyes. Grabs the saw. What's he gonna do with that? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Anybody need a hand? See, I fucking told you. You there. That was remarkable. Remarkable. You're exactly who I need. I'm desperate, you see. It's my son. He's been kidnapped. They're holding him for ransom. Please, I'm begging you. Smack. He winds up the pitch. All the big guys in the outfield go for the fences. Oh, he hits him with the pitch. And as we see, the Predator goes through his own little montage of moving up the food chain, apparently. I especially like this one. Free Willy. It's about the Free Willy from this earth. I like how this hangs right here on this branch particularly. Really ties the woods together. Hey, look at that. We like being alive. We like being alive. Oh, we like being alive. Tucker said he was a prospector who had made it big. A crew of rivals had kidnapped his son, hoping for a ransom. He was supposed to meet them in Scar in a few days' time for the exchange, but he had it on good authority they were holed up in the old Groff hunting cabin 10 miles north. Rough country was made rougher by the storm. but he insisted we carry on. Maybe that's one of the reasons I said yes. He wanted his son back desperately. I've always been, and I'll always be, kind of raw and messed up when it comes to that old father and son thing. You and me both, buddy. Whoa! Damn it, no! What spooked them? Do you see something? What's wrong? It was a slaughterhouse in the woods, and the Athabascans were among the dead. My God, it was them. I tell you, it was the men we're after. It must have been. They're killers. They're monsters. The Athabascans were the only folks around here I actually liked. They taught me how to forage, and I thanked them with the occasional slab of venison or cut of salmon. They lived in harmony with nature, whereas everybody else seemed to come up here to gobble up whatever they could. To cut a forest down to sawdust, to tear up the hills and rivers for gold. To kill and butcher. Looks like the weather's bad on our side. They haven't posted a watch. Be swift, my friend, and show no mercy. Sight. Like the cut of that guy's jib. Whoosh. Never been good at controlling my temper. But back then, rage could blind me. The kidnapped son, the slaughtered Athabascans. My blood roared through me lava hot. They're fine. Where is he? Where's the... betrayal? Where's the boy? Where's the boy? Well, I suppose they're all my boys in a way. They were all scamps and orphans like you. I hired them on to do jobs for me. Nothing like that nasty bit of business in the woods. That was some enterprising freelancer. But I did a commission on a railroad robbery from them. The pay car contained $20,000 in cash and bonds. But they decided they didn't need me. So I've decided I no longer need them. So, as we can see, there was no son. This was all a ruse. And this guy shoots Wolverine in the back, takes the money, and, well, doesn't get to quite run. Hello. They're killers. Whoosh. They're monsters. Ah! Whoosh. They're killers. They're monsters. Oh, right in my throat. Hello. Whatever you are, I'm gonna carve the ugly off you. We were both cut deep. And we both had our own ways of healing. I was young, but I'd seen more than my share of blood and trouble. This thing, though, was on another level. I wasn't one to run from a fight. But if I knew I was going to win this one, I needed to move fast. Think smart. Or I'd be just another bloody ornament hung from a tree. Come on! Come and get it, you ugly fuck! This is where it kind of confirmed to me. I was like, yeah, there definitely feels like a homage to Prey. Shink! Don't got many smiles in me, because nothing will make me feel more alive than the taste of death. But I might have cracked one then. Because nothing will make you feel more alive than the taste of death. I thought that was the end. There was always some new danger waiting for me. So I soon turned my attention to it. It's easy to forget pain when your wounds heal like dried up creeks. What I didn't realize, not until many years later, was that this was just the beginning. He killed Winnie the Pooh! Of what would turn out to be one of the longest hunts of both our miserable lives, to be the South America many years ago. When you've lived as long as and as hard as I have, memories get broken and scrambled. There are times I can remember as clear as a picture. There are other times I feel like I'm looking at myself through the wrong end of a telescope. And there are other times that are gone altogether. Because of Professor Thornton. Dun dun dun! Thanks to him, after so many mind wipes, after so much training that honed my nerves to a razor's edge, I was less a mutant and more of an arsenal back then. As a member of Team X, Jackson, Cruel, Maverick, Wolverine, and Sabretooth. See what's around his neck? Am I smelling what you're smelling, runt? Blood. Giving me kind of an appetite, gotta say. Our intel told us a guerrilla force was planning a coup. A former general was storing weapons and rallying support from a jungle stronghold. We were supposed to make sure he never came into power. Everything was sleepy and quiet at dawn. Look at that. I love it. Look at that. Tell me that's not cinematic as fuck. Once we took out the sentry, it would be easy pickings. Or so we thought. Hello. Something triggered deep inside my brain. A lost memory of a monster in the woods. Of a first and final hunt. Look at what's happening to that poor dude. Ah! I might have forgotten about the Yautja boy, but he had not forgotten about me. And this time, he brought reinforcements. Dun dun dun! Coming soon, issue 2. So, Anyway, that's Predator versus Wolverine #1. Wow, I liked doing that. That was so much fun. Again, I love doing these. That's an awesome book, man. There's questions I have, and for anybody else who has more questions, put them in the comment section. We'll be back with issue #2. What y'all think of this kind of book? Do you like this story? I like this story. So anyway, again, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, all you bubs and bubettes, and all that jazz, as we will be back with another comic or movie or TV or game. Catch you on the flip side. Be good to each other. I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Ba 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 bum. Ba bum 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 bum.